So ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time for me to review the Apple Watch Series 5. I've been rocking out the Series 5 since September 20th, a little over 3 weeks now, getting into 4 weeks, and I absolutely love my Apple Watch. I've been using my Apple Watch way more than my Apple Watch Series 0. The Series 0 was complete trash. I mean, the only thing useful for the Series 0 nowadays is just to tell the time and see your notifications. But after having the Series 5, look, you have the raise the wake Siri. I'm actually using my Apple Watch. By the way, my band of choice, is the Sport Loop. It's actually breathable. This is not the official Sport Loop, so I throw a link in the description to this watch band. So the Series 5 display is bigger, is beautiful, it's more brighter, and I absolutely love it. Compared to the Series 0, it's a day and night difference. This is the 44 millimeter compared to the 40 millimeter, and I picked up the aluminium space gray, no cellular, GPS only, and I gotta say, I think this is the right choice. No regrets. The only reason why I didn't want to pick up the cellular is just because the chance of me leaving my iPhone and bringing my Apple Watch, I'm always gonna have my Apple Watch, of course, but I'm never gonna leave my iPhone. Anytime I leave my iPhone, I tend to always go back and get my iPhone. But it is a nice feature, I'm pretty sure, to have on an Apple Watch, because let's say you're running, you're going out for a jog every morning, or you're going out swimming, and you don't want to have your phone in your pocket. I guess having the cellular on the Apple Watch is a good feature to have. But maybe next generation I might pick up the cellular. I just feel like it's not worth the extra money, and then on top of that, you gotta pay more on your phone bills. Maybe I might even get like a little sticker or vinyl just to pretend that I have the cellular Apple Watch, even though I don't. But aesthetics aside, this is one beautiful looking smartwatch. I love the curviness. But as for elegance, I like having a circular watch just because it looks a little bit more fancier compared to a square one. But for smart functionality, a smart watch, this is no slouch. And if anything, honestly, you could switch the watch face, so you could kind of have like a circular watch like that. But we're talking about the body. Now, coming from the Series 0, I'm gonna like small little features that we've been had. I love the speakers. The speakers are super loud for a smartwatch. Maybe sometime during the middle of the night, you don't want it to be as loud. Tell me a joke.
Okay, pun alert. A burglar stole all my lamps. I should be upset, but I'm delighted.
Ha ha ha. And I love this watch face. I like the fact how you have an analog watch and you have multiple complications. But me personally, this is my go-to watch face. Everyday use, this is my watch face with these same exact complications. So yeah, I like having the activities just like that. I could tap on it and see what's going on. If you're buying the Apple Watch for fitness, you're not going to be disappointed with this. Of course, I have the time and I have the date. Now, I have my heart rate so I can see what's going on with my heart rate throughout the day. And I actually wore my Apple Watch at night, 1 or 2 nights, 3 nights even, just to test out the battery life, which I'm going to talk more about that in a little bit. I have the weather, so this is the weather condition. So my Harmony app is my remote control. So I could control my PS4, I could control my cable box, my Nintendo Switch, and I can actually control my PS4 on my Apple Watch, which is just insane. So yeah, so I can control it, play pause, turn down the volume. That's only if you have the Logitech Harmony remote. It's a smart remote that I have, and I absolutely love having it on my Apple Watch. I am going to make a top list of best Apple Watch apps that you guys need to check out. So make sure you guys subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on so you guys don't miss that. And finally, on the right side, I have my weather. So the temperature, 70 degrees. It's not too bad, but it's a bit windy. It's starting to get cold, man. I need to go back to Florida. And really, honestly, I would love to have something else here. I'm still looking for that perfect app, to have in the middle here instead of my heart rate. But I'm still looking. I just don't want it to have this blank because it's just going to look a little bland. Now, I was at a party last week. My cousin DJ, shout out to Alan. I had this watch face on. This watch face is literally lit. This watch face here is lit for those parties. So if you go into that wild party, the DJ playing music, I think this is the perfect watch face. Because with always on, you guys can see the room is dark. Everything is dark. I was able to see the time while partying and dancing and drinking. I love this watch face so much. Like right now, this look dim, but at that dark environment, you can see this very, very bright. Now, Apple was able to accomplish the always-on Retina display thanks to a technology called low-temperature polysilicon and XOD display, which quote unquote is LTPO, ultra low power display. So yeah, I know it's some scientific stuff, but Apple is able to really bring down the hertz on the display. So normally on your Apple Watch it's running 60 hertz. Everything is nice and buttery smooth. When you put down your wrist to enable low power mode, or I'm sorry, the always on mode, is bringing down the hertz all the way down to 1 hertz. So 1 hertz is right now, and then you having 60 hertz right back. So it's very, very quick. When you bring down your wrist, it's 1 hertz. When you bring up your wrist, it's 60 hertz. And I love the fact how you still get the colors. I think that's very important for me because like right now, you getting the colors right now. It's not black and white. It's not pale. It brings down the brightness just a little bit, but as a style factor, this is amazing. Apple still claims this to be all day battery life. So 18 hours worth of battery life. And a lot of people have been complaining about this. And honestly, I'm still able to get all day battery life on the Apple Watch Series 5. So with the always on enabled, I'm able to get a day and a half worth of battery life, which is just impressive. So from 8 a.m. fully charged 100% on the Apple Watch till the next day, 4:30 p.m. when you turn off the always on, I'm able to squeeze in 2 days. So from 8 a.m. the first day all the way up to the third day. That third day you will have to charge it because the Apple Watch dies at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. This is when I was traveling a lot. Like these past couple of weeks I've always been traveling, so that's why I was able to track it. I always have my Apple Watch on and I see the battery percentage and I keep a note of it. So with the always on display, it does make the battery life slightly worse. It does, but not too much. If it dies mid through the day, like if it dies at 5 p.m. and you're not at home, then yeah, I'll say the battery life is trash. But if you guys want to see a dedicated battery test on the Apple Watch, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, before I even talk about the performance of the Apple Watch, which spoiler alert, it's very, very fast. I purchased some of these cases for my Apple Watch, so if I'm going to that special event, or if I'm going somewhere a little fancy, sometimes you don't want to deal with the aluminum. You want to, wear your Apple Watch in style, which I really do love the all black of the Apple Watch. And taking them off is easy too. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because you don't have to get the expensive Apple Watch just to wear it in style. You know what I mean? If you want to switch into the gold, you could do so with this bumper case. Now, granted, the Apple ones is going to look a little bit more premium. You know what I mean? But this here is no slouch, I would say. So now look, I have a gold Apple Watch. Oops. Yeah, there we go. This looks stunning. This is way better than wearing those gold Casio watches back in the days. And these are all my Apple Watch bands. I just love the fact how Apple made our old bands compatible with the new Apple Watch. That's very, very nice. That's sick. So yeah, this is exactly what I wore to the party too, by the way. So I have that, that pink number here on the bottom. Like, man, I'm just a sucker for just, customization. Speaking of battery, I just hit that 10% battery warning, but we're gonna let it rock out. And also, you do have the compass. I very, very rarely use the compass app, to be honest with you guys. And actually, I never launched it up before. So if you're lost and you want to see where north is, open up your compass app. Having the compass on the maps is very, very convenient. Let's say, for example, you're in New York City. You want walking distance to the nearest Starbucks, for example. You can see exactly where you're standing and where you got to turn. I think the maps is going to be pretty good. That's going to definitely improve GPS, I would say. This is featuring the S5 chip, and really it's the same exact performance as the S4 chip, but the S5 chip is only bringing support for the compass and the always on display. It doesn't bring any new performance increase, but it's very, very fast compared to the S1 chip or the S0 chip on the Series 0. I think the noise app is going to be very, very convenient in the city because there's always something going on in New York City. You got construction, you got people honking their horns, and maybe you got to get out of that area, to have some peace and quiet. Now, your watch is actually going to notify you when the environment is too loud, if it's above the 90 decibel for a long period of time. And same thing with the heart. If the Apple Watch detects, irregular heart rate, that watch is going to let you know right away. And I can even play music on my Apple Watch, using my AirPods. That's something I just couldn't really do successfully on my Series 0, but I could do that easily on my Series 5. This haptic feedback on the crown, very, very satisfying too. Like, you can actually feel it. Like, you can feel through those menus. I even showered with my Apple Watch. It works. You know what I mean? I know that's a little unnecessary, but you know, every little bit I'm just trying to test out for the review. If you have a Series 4, I wouldn't really see why would this be worth it, just because the only thing you're getting is the always on display and the compass. Unless you really want that always on display, like right now activated, then I guess. But I'm very, very curious to see next year's Apple Watch, the Series 6. You know, there's only 2 new features on the Series 5, so that leads me to believe that Apple might be doing something big next year for the Series 6. Could be wrong though. Now, if you're coming from a Series 3 or below, then yes, you know, you're getting the screen improvement, you're getting the EKG, you're getting fall detection, you're getting a faster processor. This is worth an upgrade. I'm going to give the Series 5, honestly, guys, a Pops approval. You know, the Apple Watch Series 5 is game changing. Like, I can ask Siri anything, a definition, I can raise it up. You know, it's just so helpful now. It's so much more useful now than ever before. I'm starting to use more apps on my Apple Watch than ever before than my Series 0. You know, I've been missing out. I've definitely been missing out on the Apple Watch, and the Series 5 definitely put me back on the game. This is definitely the best watch that I ever owned. I always wanted a watch to control my TV, my PS4, have a calculator. Like, even back in the days, having a calculator on the watch, that was like mind-blowing back in the 2000s. But anyway, that is my Apple Watch review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you guys did. Comment down below if you guys want to see that battery test. If you guys want to see a day in the life battery test edition on the Apple Watch Series 5. Curious to know. Other than that, your boy Pops, and hope you guys have a simple day. Peace.